Uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos. Uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos.
Buenos días, mister.
Buenos días. Solo verificando, jóvenes, ¿me pueden escuchar ustedes?
Sí, mister.
Ok, fuerte y claro.
Sí,
Ok, perfect. All right. Welcome, everyone. It's good to see you again. Let me fix the position of the camera. We're going to continue. We're going to continue, obviously, with the statistics problems. Remember yesterday, we were talking about how to create the histogram using the absolute frequency, okay? And as soon as you can see, the values and what that we were supposed to take in will be the intersection point between the frequency in the class interval. In this situation, we're talking about the student's grades. Okay, now we're going to continue and create a polygon of frequency. Now we're going to continue create the second histogram, but this time we're going to use this accumulate frequency. When we use this accumulate frequency, my dear students, this is what we call the frequency warhead. In Spanish means la ojiva de frecuencias. Because a difference from the first one, we can use or we're going to use the, the accumulate frequency, all right? So what will be the difference? Well, there is no difference as soon as you can see that you can start in increasing order or decreasing order. It's up to you, right? In this case, I'm decide to start from decreasing or increasing order, but if you wish, you can start from increasing order. At the end, the result will be the same. But the most important thing is the accumulated frequency has to be in order. I mean, from the most smaller value to the highest value. All right. And if you see, what are the values of the absolute frequency, the accumulated frequency? Remember, the first one was 9, the second one 49, the third one 84, the next one 105, the next one will be 116, the next one 119, and the last one will be 120. You can check these values of the accumulated frequency in the table that we got, right, the last class, all right? So could you verify these values? Is that right? 9, 41, 84, 105, 116, 119, and 120 in the column of the accumulated frequency?
Yes,
Is
that's
that
correct, Mister.
all right then? Now, what we're going to do? Well, we're going to proceed to do the same thing that we made yesterday. For example, in the first interval, 90 to 100 or 100 to 90. It doesn't matter. We have 9 units, okay? Okay, we have the interception point located over here. And we have the first histogram, the first one. Okay, there is no difference as soon as you can see. Now, the second one, 70 to 70, 89 or 80 to 89 or 89 to 80, that will be 41. Remember, because it's the accumulated frequency. For that reason, I'm going to use a second marker over here, will be 41. And we have the second graph bar or the second histogram. And this time, this is what we call frequency warhead. The third one will be 84. I'm going to use another mark, another one, 84. 84. See, as soon as you can see the difference between the warhead frequency and the histogram, when we're using the absolute frequency, the graph are in order. It could be increasing order or decreasing order. Meanwhile, the histogram, it could be high value, smaller value, high value, smaller value, or smaller values, another high value, and something like that, okay? Next one will be 105. Well, you can create the second, the next one, graph bar, or the next one, warhead. All right. The next one will be 116. 116. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Mhm. Okay. Uh, and another one will be 120, no, 119, sorry. No, no, I'm going to try to use another color because red with red, don't like it at all. Let's see if I got another example, another color. Mm, I'm going to use this green one because it's a different color, different tone, probably going to have a different weight. Okay, 119. Mhm. By the way, can you see that green marker? Pueden verlo? Barely, right?
Yes, mister. We can see it.
But you can see it. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So the main basically the main idea is trying to differentiate between the first one, the second one, and the last one. We can use this another blue one, but because this is a different marker, so that will be 120, and that's it. This is going to be the 120. Okay, the difference between, again, the warhead frequency and the histogram or accumulate frequency histogram is in the accumulate frequency, we have different orders. We can have a highest graph bar, another one smaller one, highest smaller one, highest smaller, and something like that. But in this warhead frequency, always we're going to have, depending what will be your arrangement, will be an increase in order or decrease in order. As soon as you can see one is bigger to another one. Now we're going to graph the polygon of frequency. Okay, guys. In this case, the polygon of frequency will be a little bit different with the last one, but not big deal. In the last histogram, remember, we are using the class mark. Well, I mean, in simple melody words, we're graphing a singular point in the middle of the histogram, okay? This time, what will be the difference? The difference will be we're going to use, or we're going to graph this polygon of frequency always at the beginning for every histogram. I mean, this is going to be the first one, second one, another one over here. Okay, I'm going to use another color because I want to distinguish between this side to another one. And so on. Okay, but create a contact. And finally, we can start from the middle over here and ending onto the last part. We can end over here. And now we're going to connect these points. Da, 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 da. Over here. Over here. And let's see it. Increase order, right? And finally, we can finish over here and skip the last point. Vamos a buscar con esta reglita aquí. And that's it. Questions? Preguntas? Or everything's clear?
Mr. The data that is in the right of the graph is the same data that is in the graph, or is a different one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or sometimes, if you wish, if you really want to give a nilty way to graph, instead you can graph if you wish, but this is an optional step. We can add the first 2 points at the beginning, okay? And the rest of the points, if you wish, you can instead to write at the beginning, we can write at the end. And we're going to have just like approach in nilty frequency. Lo que me refiero es que usted tiene la opción o de graficar el puntito al principio de todas o siempre en el primero al principio, pero a partir del segundo en adelante pueden colocar el puntito al final. Eso es si usted quiere darle una forma como quien dice más, como quien dice en español, los chavos locos de antes decíamos algo como que dice para lucirse, para plantearlo. Vaya, se lo voy a poner así, solo para que lo vea. A esto que me refiero yo, ya va a ver. Por si usted no lo quiere graficar de esta forma. Dice alguien, no, pero mire, mister, mejor en vez de ponerlo así, voy a poner el resto de los puntos al final. Solo el primer, la primera gráfica de barra al principio y el resto de los puntos al final. Entonces, mire cómo quedaría. Eso es como quien dice para darle una forma más pulcra, más bonita a la línea. Ya va a ver. Voy a hacerlo así también. Mire. Va aquí. Luego sigue. Mire, aquí sigue una recta, ¿no? Va así, así. Miren, va directo. Sigue directo. Y al final tiene la línea. No importa cómo lo haga, al final va a dar lo mismo. Eso ya depende de su gusto, de su criterio. Pero al final tenemos la respuesta. Understood? Guys?
Mister,
Ajá.
o sea, en el histogram vi que el punto lo puso en medio, pero en el
Sí.
wirehead es
Se puede
al
poner
principio.
al principio. Se puede poner al principio, así es. Esa es la
Ah,
diferencia
ok.
entre uno y el otro. Usted lo
Ah,
ha
ok,
dicho.
ok, ok.
Histograma se ponen en medio. En este se pone al principio o al final, como usted quiera. Y hay algunos que lo que hacen es que siguen como quien dice como la palabra en la ojiva de frecuencia, lo que hace es que siguen el contorno. Mira como en forma de una escalera, pero ahí un poquito se mira un poco feo. No, personal, me gusta más así. Pero ustedes lo pueden hacer si quiere como forma de escalera, ¿sí? No sé si me doy a entender. Pero eso ya depende del creador, del gusto del creador. So, questions? All right then. Now, you're going to ask, why, mister, you create once again the table? Well, actually copy the grades and the number of students. Because actually this is an extension of this problem because we're going to learn how to create that circular diagram. Just to avoid to ask you once again, what was the result for the accumulated frequency, the product between the class mark and the frequency and so on, I decide to summarize this table because the addition of that table will be two columns. of FR and degrees, number of degrees. FR represents the relative frequency. Relative frequency, and another column, well, no, this is what we call the number of degrees. Relative frequency, this is what we call the percentage that we're going to have for every absolute frequency. What I'm trying to explain you, I'm going to give you an example. You know, we have the total quantity of students that we're going to have over here will be 120. Okay, this is going to be the total number of students. And if you really want to know what is the percentage of these students, the only thing that we have to do is divide every number for the total quantity of students. No more, no less than that. I'll give you an example. In the first one, we have 9 students, okay? 9 divided by 120, the result will be 0.075. For that reason, you can write this answer in decimal numbers or percentage as you wish, okay? We can say, okay, this is going to be 0.075, but if you really want to know, or you want to write this answer in percentage, the only thing that you have to do is multiply by 100. If you multiply this value by 100, this is going to have equivalent result of 7.5%. How do you like to write this information? In decimal numbers or percentage? How do you like to write this information? In decimal or percentage?
Percentage.
Okay, if we're talking about percentage, that will be 7.5%. Okay, now how we can calculate the second one? Well, divide 32 divided by 120. Okay, and the result multiplied by 100, and you shall see the result will be 26.66666. Well, we're going to say 26.7%. Okay, did you got the point? Did you got the idea?
Yes, mister.
Okay, so calculate the next one. The next one. Remember, 43 divided by 120. 43 divided by 120.
35.8%.
35.8%. Okay, thank you. 35.8%. Okay, next one.
17.5%.
17.5%. Continue.
9.2%.
9.2%. Okay, next one. 3 divided by 120. 2.5%, right? Or no?
Yes, mister.
2.5%. And finally, 1 divided by 120 will be 0. 1 divided by 120.
0.8%.
Exactly, 0.8%, okay? Okay, if you really want to check your answer, if you're doing well or if you're doing wrong, the addition of this percentage that's supposed to be or approaches to 100%. So you can add 7.5 plus 26.7 plus 35.8 plus 17.5 plus 9.2, plus 2.5, plus 0.8. And as soon as you can see, the final result will be 100%. What does that mean? That means we are doing well. Understood until this far? ¿Estamos hasta ahorita?
Yes.
All right then. Now we're going to calculate what will be the corresponding number of degrees to create a circular diagram. I have a question for you. Do you know how many degrees has an entire circle? How many degrees we have an entire circle? We learned that
360.
360 degrees, right? So the addition or what that means, the addition of this quantity degrees, that's supposed to be 360 degrees. And how are we going to obtain this quantity degrees? Okay, because we have the percentage of the quantity of students, the only thing that we have to do is multiply the total quantity of degrees, 360, by any percentage. And this is going to this is how we're going to obtain the answer. For example, 360 multiplied by 7.5%. I can see the percent inside. Okay, times 7.5 divided by 100. So the first one will be 27. 27 what? Degrees. Understood? Understood?
Yes, mister.
Second one, okay? 360 multiplied by 26.7%, obviously, right? That will be 96.1. 96.1 degrees. I'm going to add 0.0 just for keep the order, okay? So next one, give me a hand. What will be the next one? Next one. A ver, ¿cuánto le dio la siguiente?
128.8.
128 point, it says 88. We're going to round in
Sí,
one decimal
yes,
number.
88.
Will be 0.9. We're going to round in one decimal number, okay? 0.9. Okay, next one.
63.
63.0?
Yes.
Okay then, 63.0 degrees. Next one.
.1 degrees.
33.1. Okay, excellent. Next one.
9 degrees.
9 degrees. 9 grados.
Yes.
9.0 degrees. Okay, and another one.
2.9.
2.9 degrees. Okay. All right then. So we have the distribution of the angles. Okay. So the only thing that we have to do in this situation, if you really want to check the answer, we have to add all of them, and the answer that's supposed to give us 360 degrees. So we got 27 plus 96.1 plus 128 point 9 plus 63 plus 33.1 plus 9 plus 2.9. So the answer will be 360 degrees. 360 degrees. All right. So we are fully prepared how we can to skip that circular diagram. Remember, To graph the circular diagram, you don't need to copy once again the class interval and the frequency. Remember, the only thing that we have to do in the regular table that we complete yesterday, add after the accumulate frequency, add these two columns, all right? When we have a singular problem. Okay, when you think, I'm going to take a picture of this problem. I'm going to send you in the WhatsApp group. Ta-da. Just in case you have some issues to see them. Ouch. My cell phone. Wow, no, no. Se me cayó el celular. Okay. Ta-da. Okay, send you a picture in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Now this is time. We're going to skip the circular diagram graph. Okay, just let me unplug this charger. Mhm. Okay. When you finish to copy this one, let me know. Cuando terminen de copiarlo, me avisan. Mhm. Mhm. ¿Copiaron ya eso o todavía?
Sí, mister, yo ya lo copié.
¿Y los demás? ¿Confirmen?
Sí, mister.
Okay, then.
Sí,
Now,
mister.
I'm going to change the camera view. And the first thing that we have to do, because this is a circular diagram, obviously we have to sketch a circle. How we can draw a circle? Well, you need the compass. Necesita usted un compás. Or in your deflection, a protector. Well, you can construct a circle using a half of the protector over here, another one over here, and we got the circle. Just to clarify, my dear students, you can sketch the graph in this order or the next order, it doesn't matter, but at the end, we're going to have the distribution of the pieces. They're going to cover the entire circle, just to tell you the truth, okay? And how we can graph the circle. You can graph the circle using the clockwise sense or counterclockwise. At the end, it doesn't matter the order because at the end, we're going to have the same result. Okay, but the most important thing, you require to sketch these angles, you require a protractor. A protractor. This is not the best protractor that we have, but I'm trying to use this one. Okay, and what we're going to do, the first thing that we have to do is locate the center. Obviously, I got the center located over here, and we can remarkable the first 120 degrees. I don't know, in which way would you like to sketch the graph? Clockwise or counterclockwise?
Clockwise.
Okay, then. So what are we going to do? If you have this kind of protector, as soon as you can see, this is not good enough, actually, to tell you the truth. All right. Well, in my case, because I'm going to graph clockwise, the only thing that we have to do, because it's as soon as you can see, I'm reaching on to 180 degrees over here. There is no smaller values to the right side. The only thing I have to do is subtract 180 minus 27, and that result I'm going to graph using my protector. But if your protector had the smaller numbers, 29, 27, 28, well, you have to do remarkable the position of that angle. Okay. In my case, because I don't have smaller numbers, I'm going to subtract 180 minus 27, and the result will be 153. What I have to do? I have to I have to replace this protector over here. We have the center, and I have to skip the graph using 153. Well, you see 151, 2, and 153. The approaches value that will be located over here. So I'm going to connect the center with the first situation and create the radius. And the value of the radius will be located over here. And we got, once again, the first angle will be around 27 degrees. Okay, I'm using this color, the green one. All right, this green one will be represents 27 degrees, or if you wish, that's 7.5%. Okay, so what will be the next one? The next one. In the next one, my dear student, because it's 96.1, we won't place this protector in this position. Now we're going to place the protector in the position when we finish the first situation. And remember, because we're decided to graph load-wise in this protector, we don't have 90.61 degrees to the right side. I have to subtract 180 minus 96.1, and this is going to be 83.9 degrees. So what I have to do, well, I have to work graphing 83.9. In simple merely words, the approach's value, in this case located over here. Let's see, lamentablemente no me ayuda mucho este protector. 83, 90, estuviese aquí, 90, 96, más o menos como por aquí. All approaches over here. Okay. I'm going to use the blue marker. Tira aquí, no, eso es más o menos aquí. And connect these lines. And I got the blue one. Okay. No, un poquitito más abierto era. Okay? This blue one will be represents 96.1 degrees. Understood until this far? ¿Estamos hasta ahorita o no?
Mister, ¿puede volver a explicar lo del circle, porfa?
Bueno, se me hace un poco difícil porque definitivamente este compás, este transportador artesanal no es muy bueno. Pero mire, el detalle es que usted debe colocar primero, identificar el centro del círculo. Entonces, usted decide si lo va a graficar a favor del reloj o en contra del reloj. Entonces, como decidimos graficarlo a favor del reloj, lo primero que tenemos que hacer es escoger un centro y elegir, ¿cómo se llama? Los grados que marcan, 27. Usted lo ubica aquí en el centro, busca 27 a la derecha, lo marca y traza dos rectas. La diagonal, donde marca usted los 27 grados, y en una horizontal, que es lo que va a simular el radio del círculo. ¿De acuerdo? Después que usted ya tiene eso, usted va a posicionar el transportador en el centro otra vez, pero que marque 90 grados la línea que usted había trazado de 27. Y como el siguiente valor es de 96.1, entonces usted va a marcar 96.1 grados a la derecha, por decirlo de cierta forma. 96.1 aquí. ¿Sí? Y cuando usted tenga 96.1, perfecto, lo conecta y ya tiene el marcador azul, o usar un color azul donde remarque el 96.1 grados. ¿Me explico?
Sí, mister, pero tenemos
Bueno.
que hacer el círculo del tamaño del protractor.
Sí, de lo mejor que usted pueda definir el círculo, ¿verdad? Como le digo, el tamaño de transporte de su transportador o de su compás. Para eso lo tiene. Al final, cuando usted termine, va a ver que todos los pedazos se van a ir distribuyendo, de acuerdo a los pedazos que usted graficó. Por ejemplo, aquí cuántas clases hay. Aquí hay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Significa que aquí tiene que quedarnos 7 pedazos. En el siguiente, mire, nos dice 128.9. Entonces usted lo coloca aquí a modo que quede en posición de 90 grados. Entonces, como aquí no me marca los ciento y pico, bueno, de hecho hoy sí, los 90 grados aquí, entonces usted fija, los 128 me está marcando por acá, aquí. Entonces vengo y uso otro color. Lástima que no tengo un zoom para poder aproximar más ese marcador. Hago una puntita aquí solo para indicar que ahí me está dando los 128.9 grados. Trazo la gráfica, mire, trazo la línea y este pedazo sobrante lo coloreo de color rojo, tal como usted lo puede apreciar. ¿Me explico? Bueno, de hecho, un poquito, ahí me falta un poquito más. Tiene que ser un cachito más esto. Déjenme ver. Sí, es aquí. Aquí va la cosa. Es que me cuesta porque el transportador no es muy bueno. Mañana voy a traer el mío y van a ver ustedes la diferencia al momento de trazarlo. Y ahí va el tercero. ¿Lo vio? ¿Me explico hasta ahorita? Muchachos.
Sí, mister.
Sí,
Bueno,
mister. Bueno,
¿tenemos
sí,
tiempo o ya se fue la clase?
ya se fue la clase, mister.
Bueno, entonces el día de mañana vamos a continuar haciendo, si Dios lo permite, les voy a tratar de subir un video en la plataforma de Dubox, donde se muestra con mayor facilidad el trazo usando el protractor para que ustedes sigan la frecuencia. ¿De acuerdo?
Sí, mister.
Bueno, mis estimados aprendices, gracias por su atención. Continuamos el día de mañana con la clase. Cuídense. Bye
Adiós,
bye.
mister.
Bye bye. So long. Take care of yourself.